Hey guys, welcome back. I've already been outside. I painted this little thing on my gutter. There's like a board, a trim piece. So I painted that. I've already painted this part in my kitchen. I'm on to painting doors. Like, I'm just getting stuff buttoned up here at this house. So it's going to be great. I'm pretty excited to have everything wrapped up and move away from this joint. Anyway, sorry about that. As I was sitting here painting, which, I have paint on myself, every time I paint, I'm like, how did I get paint over here? Like, it just cracks me up. Um, I was sitting there thinking, like, just the difference in my life, my energy, my vitality, my clarity, just my enthusiasm has increased 100%. Like, for me not having the job that I used to. I dedicated like almost 2 decades there, and it was just interesting how the universe kept telling me to leave that job because I wasn't being appreciated for the work that I did and the length of time I'd been there. And I kind of ignored that because it was just like comfortability, right? It was security, it was stability. And the universe literally kept telling me that for a year. I didn't listen. And, I thought about it, but I never like actually did anything with it. And then 2 days before I was fired, I was literally told the message from above that I was going to be fired. And that's what the universe does when you don't listen to the nudges and guidance you're given. It will just make the change for you, whether or not you're ready for it, or you've prepared. Okay, the universe doesn't care. They only give you so much time, right? That's how God is too. He'll keep reminding you of something. And if you don't listen, that's on you, right? So just thinking of the difference, how the universe made that change for me. And I've been so happy. I've went through so many, you know, enlightened moments, I guess I could say. My clarity came back, my joy for life came back. So many things came back. And it was making me think like the universe was right. God was right when he was telling me that like energy vampires at that location, right? Because literally I was like drained there. I was depressed. I was sad. Like I in a sense like didn't even want to go to work, because it was like, ugh, being away from that allowed me to see what I was into. Like the vortex, I was pulled into that organization. The morale was like, it was pretty bad. So I am grateful and humble to have had the universe just make that change for me, right? Because I wouldn't do it. I was being stubborn, which I kind of am. But, when it comes to my guidance and messages, I usually listen because I know how that happens. I know that if you don't listen, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Okay. But, just thinking back, like, of the dullness, right, that I felt being there. There were just so many things going on that I wasn't able to see because I was in the environment, right? Like I said, energy vampires, man, they just drain the shit out of you until you have nothing left. You're just like a shell or, just a shell that shows up and just like mundanely does the job, right? So I am so thankful to feel a vibrancy for life again. It's been over a year, and I'm stoked that that has happened, right? It's like no matter what, it's like somehow I just was, money was like coming out of my check. It was so weird. Like I even canceled, I remember this. I canceled life insurance because it was for me and my daughter, and she had just got to the age where she was able to get her own through her job. So I took her off of that, and that was saving me like 5,500 a year, right? And I thought, "Oh, I need that," right? So, I canceled the insurance, and the next thing you know, it's like I was moved up a tax bracket. I have all these taxes being taken out. It was like ridiculous. No matter what I did, I could never get ahead. It was like someone was screwing with my money at my job. It was just like, I don't know, it was just something there, right? So any of my old coworkers that listen to this or hear this, maybe take an evaluation of the morale in that location, because I'm telling you now, I would say that I am grateful to have been fired because I feel so much better getting away from that place and the energy vampires that are located there. um, Total difference, man. And so now when that ever happens again in my life, right, at another job or whatnot, if the universe and God is telling me and nudging me, pushing me, giving me signs to move on or to get a different position, different job title, another career, whatever, then I will do that, right? That's one of my lessons I had to learn throughout this 10 years, which is knowing when to leave a place, right? Like, I just give all of myself. Like, whenever I'm in for something, whenever I support somebody, whenever I'm there for somebody or something, or I support something, I do that with my all, right? Like, I will literally keep showing up and putting in the effort and the work, like, continuously. That's just the type of person I am. So, you know, that was draining me. And I am just grateful to see the change, right? Like, the universe and the Lord was so right. I wasn't being appreciated, and like my whole life force was like being drained for me. No shit. Anyway, I just want to pop on here and say that, when the universe gives you signs, when God gives you messages to do something continuously, there is an expiration date on that, right? They only tell you or nudge you for so long and so many times. And then after that, they take matters into their own hands and they make that change for you, whether you're prepared or ready. Okay? So just know that. So, all right, guys. That is one key factor of life. All right? Listen to your nudges and be grateful for God. I love you. Have a good day.